Hello, welcome to Sun and Star Farm. I wanted to do just a quick recap of my November garden at the moment. These are my seedlings that I've started. I have them underneath my covered area because we had rain yesterday and it was supposed to be a pretty heavy storm. I also have my canopy up for extra protection. But I have some sweet peas, beets, cabbage, bok choy, pak choy, kale, arugula. I even have 2 6-packs of strawberries I'm trying to grow from seed. So far they haven't broke ground, so I don't know how successful they're going to be. My red cabbage is just breaking ground. And some other babies, and they're going to go back out onto the little greenhouse. We're supposed to get more rain tomorrow, so I didn't want them to get pummeled. And then up here I have different types of lettuces. And then over here I've got some more beets, bunching onions, orch. I got Old Tokyo, which is a green, salad burns, and a little bit more cabbage. And then in here I've got cabbage. My cabbage is a little bit slower coming up. The empty areas are cabbage, but I know last year when I started them in flats, my cabbage took much longer. 3 different types of Mizuna, which it grows really good here. I've got a red, pink, and Benny House. And then I have celery, pink celery, and regular just green celery, and it's actually coming out really good in flats. Celery is tricky to start for me. So those are my seeds that I got started. I recycle whenever I buy plants, so that's why you see all sorts of weird containers, but it's because I recycle. So we had a storm probably a week and a half ago that flipped this completely over. It doesn't have plastic in it. I had taken all my little seedlings up because I didn't want them pummeled by the rain, but it kind of I lost a lot of stuff. Some of this stuff is ready to go out in the garden. Chamomile, spearmint, lemon mint, sage. It's basically herbs that are in these flats, but you can tell they kind of got pummeled. But they need to get moved. And then I've got some foxglove and hollyhocks. This was a cutting from a plant that I had. A couple of broccolis that survived, but I only had like 3 that survived. Everything got dumped. They were still pretty small, but I thought I had them in an area they'd be safe. I was not expecting this thing to flip over, but I think this will probably be the end of it. It's rusting at the bottom. Most of the bottom poles are broken from rusting. These are definitely not made for long-term use. It got bent when it fell. I've got T-posts holding it up right now. So this will definitely not survive the winter. It'll definitely have to get tossed, unfortunately. But it served a purpose for the summer, so I can't complain. It survived a lot longer than I thought it would. And then in the garden, since we finally got some rain, lizard. Gotta be careful picking up cardboard around here between the snakes and things that'll jump at you. My asparagus is looking really good. It'll probably be another 2 years before I'll be able to harvest. There's some flowers going. They were kind of last minute plants. Everything in here was planted back in August, trying to get a second summer crop since I lost my first one due to drought. Lemongrass, and then my eggplants have gone crazy. I am 100% organic. I do not use any type of sprays, even not using the organic sprays. I try not to use anything that might injure or kill my butterflies or bees. And I'm drying a lot of beans right now. Rage? Rage. No, sir. Come on. Out. You know you're not supposed to be in here. Let's go, buddy. Out. He's so bad. That's what I get for not bungeeing this. Sorry, folks. Sorry, Rage. Sorry. You come in here and you stumble through everything. You're kind of like a big elephant. So anyway, my eggplants are producing pretty well. Tons of eggplants to come out and pick. They're all up in the walkway. We've got some green. But the lima beans, I am very impressed at how prolific they've been with their vining. But I'm drying beans on the vine for seeds for next year. You see all of my Thai soldier beans and my red long noodle beans, and they're wet because of the rain. So once they dry out, I'll come out and pick them. These are still real fresh. They need more time to dry. But I'll come out and pick these. I've already pulled some crops in and have them taken out of the shell. I need to come out and get my lima beans too. I'm actually got quite a few lima beans to pick. So I'll be coming out and picking some of them. Lots of babies. And then I've got some that I've dried that I need to pick. Come out and pick those and shell them. So I'll have dried lima beans. I didn't plant my okra in a very good spot. Once again, it was planted in August. The caterpillars have gone to town on it, and I stopped picking it. I'll pick these for the seeds. I'm going to do grouping plantings of okra in my side yard for the chickens next year, so that way they have a area that gives them some protection from aerial predators and bugs to eat, because these have been a massive caterpillar draw. So it'll give the chickens something to eat, the bugs anyway. My raspberry that I thought I lost is coming back, which I'm happy about. I've got a couple more to plant back here. I took the metal trellis down, as you can see. I needed it for building a goat pen for my boys. So I took it down. I had to repair my fence. Zip ties don't last long in the sun. And God knows my farm is zip tied held together. Let's see. Oh, more okra. More eggplant that need to be plant picked. These long, slender ones are good for... One right there. These got attacked by caterpillars, unfortunately. But they're an orange type of eggplant. And then right there, I've got a purple and white stripe. Another orange one. Unfortunately, those got attacked by caterpillars, so they won't be edible. So, but for November, I mean, there's still things that can be harvested out here. As my seedlings are growing and getting ready, I need to come out and pull all of this out. Green beans didn't do very good back here. This back section doesn't get a lot of sun in the fall. And unfortunately, I did not plant early enough back here. This is a good area to plant things like lettuces in the spring, because it doesn't get as much heavy sunlight, so things last a little bit longer back here. But in the summer and as it progresses, unfortunately, this ends up becoming just a weed fest because I'm not using the beds because it just doesn't get enough sunlight for a lot of the sun-loving plants. This is bee balm and echinacea that's back here. The bee balm took a massive hit from the drought, but it's coming back. So in the spring, it'll be beautiful. I got to be more diligent on watering, despite what the weather report says. Because every time I've gone out here to water, the weather report said we were supposed to get rain. And then we didn't. It would miss us. And I pretty much lost most of the stuff, because of the drought, but because I wasn't watering. So it was my fault for not being diligent. And then got beautiful parsley here. I want to come out and pick some and dry it. Parsley has a lot of good digestive properties. The massive amounts of lights, a friend gave us a whole bunch of these lights, and I brought them out here to charge to see which ones were good, because some of them didn't work, and he told us that when he gave them to us. So I was picking through and have them back here charging, and I just haven't put them out. I do have them at the corners of the garden, and it's beautiful out here at night. It ends up looking like the garden's on fire. It's really cool. My squash, I'm still getting some squash. I got baby yellow squash down there. I have a green squash that needs to be picked. That'll probably go to the pigs. It's awful big. And then my winter squash are ready to be picked. They've turned a beautiful blue. Is it really washed out? Why is this washed out? There we go. They're like this beautiful blue orange, so they're ready to be picked. So, oh gosh, that's washed out. So I need to come out and pick these because they are ready. And then this one's ready to pick too. They were small winter squash that had like 55 to 90 days for harvest. Another squash that's ready for picking. And the plants are starting to take a beating. But they have produced quite a bit. I need to come out here once it dries and see if I ended up with any sweet potatoes. Yeah, I don't think I did. I mean, I kept it watered, but these were volunteers. Yeah. These were volunteers. Oh, look. Oh, I'll be darned. Oh, wow. They're small, but they're still sweet potatoes. Oh, awesome. Take those up to the house. So I need to come in here and dig around. Oh. See if I find anything else in here. It'd be cool if I did. But they little fingerlings. I mean, for sweet potatoes, I didn't plant. You know, I had planted them in the spring and then harvest, and they came back up. So from the broken roots that were still in the flower bed. So it's pretty cool. Holy crap! I really have been slacking. Oops. Yeah. I've been really slacking. I need to come out here and check. I didn't even see that out here. I was out here and I picked squash the other day and I didn't even see that one. I got a little yellow one down there that'll be ready to pick soon. These little round green squash. I don't remember the name of them, but they are really good. I bought or had picked some and I made squash soup. Summer squash gold. Nope, that's the yellow one. What are you doing? Would you jump the fence? Dexter, you're such a punk. He's like, I know, Mom. I have 2 tomato plants back here that are left from my summer tomatoes. I didn't get any tomatoes this summer, and there's quite a few tomatoes still that are appearing on these plants. So I might get a couple tomatoes. My little flower garden, everything is doing really well that I planted out here. Most of these won't do anything until spring. You plant them in the fall and gives them a chance to get real strong roots. So in the spring that you have flowers, most of it is stuff like celosia and dianthus. Got some marigolds in here. Once again, this is a bed that doesn't get a whole lot of sun, so we'll see how they do back here. The rose looks beautiful. My elderberry right here in the middle, and then I planted my lemon tree right there. So, and my holy basil is gone. See, look at this. Now I get tomatoes. And of course, the one tomato that's edible. I need to come out here and tie these up, but I got tomatoes there too. Out of there, Dex. Dexter's being so bad. Oh yeah, see? Because they're sitting on the ground, the bugs are getting them. But holy cow, look at all the tomatoes on this thing. Yeah, I need to come out and string some string. I had wires running across this. Ooh, wires running, I had cattle panels for trellising out here, and we took them down for the goat pen. The drought kind of changed some stuff that I was doing. All the cardboard's down because I got wood chips that need to go on top of it. I just haven't had time. I'm stretched 6 ways from Sunday at the moment, so I'm not able to get as much done as I want. I'm trying to find a balance. God, aren't those beautiful? These are all hot peppers. I know I'm kind of going through this fairly quickly. I've got, like I said, a pile of stuff to do in the house. Jalapenos. I need to come out and pick those too. My husband likes them. He loves hot peppers. I'm not that big on hot peppers. And these are all sweet peppers over here, which I need to come out and pick these too. These are habaneros. These are some more hot peppers. Sweet peppers. I have, in the center, I have 4 Brussels sprout plants that I planted. We'll see if I get anything out of them. And then these were the plants that were on the greenhouse before it collapsed. So, but this was just a quick run through, see what my November garden looks like. It kind of looks like a trash heap right now with all the cardboard down and not the wood chips. Maybe I'll have time here in the next week or so. I keep saying that, but then there's always something else that pops up. Between trying to groom dogs at home, going out to Columbus, another town, and grooming there, doing watercolor paintings to sell to offset the lost money from not having a true 9-to-5 job, taking care of the farm animals, taking care of these little monsters here that won't stay out of the garden. Come on, Dexter. Come on. Out of the garden. My critters. It's definitely a lot on my plate. I wish I had more energy and more hours in the day to get everything I want done. In the perfect world, I'd be able to afford some help and bring on some help. Be nice to help me get some of this stuff done. In a real perfect world, I wouldn't have to work a real job at all. Wouldn't that be nice? And then I could dedicate my time 100% to the gardening and to the animals. But I have to do this all on my own, so, which I'm not complaining. I think I do pretty good on my own, getting all of this stuff accomplished. So I always joke there's just not enough time in the world. What are you doing, Fifi boy? You're to my handsome phoenix. You want to say hi to YouTube? You giving elfin ears. Fifi, you giving elf ears? Oh, you are. You're so funny. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off of here. That's just a quick view of my disastrous November garden. I don't care. I'm getting veggies out of there. Maybe not necessarily the vegetables I want, but I'm getting vegetables. So that's awesome. Just hope next season, if we keep getting rain, that'll be fantastic. And next season will be glorious. And I'll even have more stuff coming out of this garden. It's all a matter of trying to balance my time, get myself on a set routine and schedule, which I've only been off of work from a real 9 to 5 for about 2 months now. So I'm just trying to figure it all out. If I could just figure out a routine and stick with it, I'll get more accomplished. It just takes me some time to figure it out and get myself into that routine. But it'll happen, and when it does, oh, watch out. This garden's going to be amazing. It's amazing now, but it's going to be amazing when I get what I really want accomplished. So anyway, keep gardening. Don't let setbacks in life get in your way. Just take a deep breath and dive back in and see where it takes you. I mean, worst case scenario, you have to replant. Worst case scenario, something doesn't turn out. Just tear it out. It's a plant. Replant it and try again, or find another plant that you may like. The only way you fail is when you give up. Just never give up. Just keep fighting, and you can accomplish it. It might be rough and rocky. It may not be so pretty, but that's part of living the most beautiful, perfectly imperfect life. To have those imperfections to remind us that we're human and we all have our struggles, but we can get through them if we try. Have a blessed day. Thanks. Bye.